Thanks for stopping by Lifestyle with Melonie Graves, where I share stylish and creative ideas to help you do what makes you happy in your home. What's going on behind me? Why are all the shelves empty? I'm glad you asked, but before I explain, can we get into my new look? Yes, I just got home from the hair salon with a fresh new cut that I am absolutely loving. I told her do something like super cool and sexy, and she gave me a mohawk. So yeah, that just happened. Now, what I'm doing is clearing off the shelves to prep for a deep clean so I can start styling for the holidays. Yeah. But I know you still are waiting on those crock pot videos. So my new assistant, who's going to be helping me throughout the holiday season, has put together an entire marathon of my favorite crock pot meals all in one video, so you can just binge your heart out, skip to the ones that you want the recipes for, or watch the entire thing. It's totally up to you. And I'll see you back here next week with some more Lifestyle with Melonie Graves. Until then.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and thanks for joining me. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to be sharing some of my family's favorite fall crockpot creations. Today, we're starting out with taco soup. So if that sounds delicious, please stick around. We're going to have a great time. Starting with the ingredients, you'll need 2 cans of kidney beans, 2 cans of corn, 2 cans of pinto beans, 1 can of diced tomato, and 1 can of diced tomato with chili. I like Rotel Mexican style. 1 packet of ranch dressing and 1 packet of taco seasoning. And finally, 1 pound of ground beef or ground turkey. First thing you'll want to do is brown your meat and drain the fat. Next, you'll want to add your taco seasoning and ranch dressing and mix well. Next, you'll want to drain and rinse your pinto beans. And drain and rinse your kidney beans. Add all of your contents from your cans of corn. Do not drain. And all of your contents from your cans of tomatoes. Mix all of your ingredients well and cook on low for 8 to 10 hours or on high for 4 to 5 hours. And when you're ready to serve your family, you can garnish with a dollop of sour cream, add some cheese, and even some tortilla chips. I'd love to know in the comments below if you gave it a try, and we'll see you back here next week. Bon appetit!
Hey you guys, and welcome back to my fall series. Today we are crocking for game day. And now let's get started on something that we stumbled upon one day, and it has ended up being a family favorite. It's barbecue chicken quesadillas. Perfect for game day. For this recipe, you'll need 1 package of extra large flour tortillas. You'll need a package of McCormick's Slow Cookers Barbecue Pulled Pork Seasoning Mix. You'll need half a cup of firmly packed brown sugar. You will also need half a cup of ketchup. You'll need a third of a cup of apple cider vinegar, and I usually use about 4 boneless, skinless chicken breast. Once you have all your ingredients ready, you are going to pour them all into a medium-sized bowl and mix well. And I forgot to mention this earlier, but you're also going to need a package of the 4 cheese Mexican style cheese mix. Once you have everything mixed together, you're going to put your chicken in the crock pot. I lightly season mine with a little salt and pepper. Next, you'll cover your chicken with your barbecue seasoning mix and make sure you cover all the pieces really well. With my crock, I crock the chicken on 4 hours on high, but you may need to adjust according to the size of your crock pot. About 3 hours in, I remove the lid, which I know I've told you you really don't want to do before when you're crocking a recipe, but in this case you do. I remove the lid and shred the chicken. So this is going to give all the chicken pieces an opportunity to really soak up the sauce. So you want to make sure you shred it well. It should look like this. About 30 minutes later, it'll look dry because you don't want your quesadilla to be runny, but the chicken is so flavorful and delicious. I cannot wait for you guys to try this. No, we like onions, but the kids really don't. So I will usually saute some onions and set them aside for one batch of the quesadillas that I'm going to make. On medium-low heat, you'll melt some butter for your first tortilla and place it in the nonstick pan. And then I add my cheese first so that it will start to melt. And then I start to add the shredded chicken. Now, I won't put any onions on this one that I'm showing you in this demonstration, but in another set that I made for the adults, I added onions on top of the chicken. Then I simply place another tortilla on top and wait for the bottom tortilla to get nice and golden brown. Once it's nice and brown and crispy, I flip it. And then once the other side is nice and golden brown and crispy, I remove the quesadilla and cut it with a pizza cutter, and I start the process all over again. I will usually make between 4 and 5 if we are looking to snack on these for game day. And since it's kind of a production, I will typically make these the night before game day and then pop them in the toaster oven to get them all warmed up right before we're ready to eat them. But here is the final look. They are so yummy. So please let me know if you give this recipe a try and what you guys thought. And I will be back soon with another crockpot recipe for the fall series. Until then, love and peace.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Millionaire House. My name is Melanie and I'm super excited today because as a part of the fall series I've been sharing some of my favorite crock pot recipes, but this is actually one of my husband's favorites too, and it's really easy to make. Today I am crocking corned beef and cabbage. It's delicious, it's fresh, and your family's gonna love you. Stay tuned. This is one of those recipes that will require a little bit of extra time for chopping, so maybe like on a Sunday morning when you're having your coffee before you go to church, or on a Saturday, just give yourself a little time for the extra vegetables. Next, you'll want to add in about 4 cups of water. And finally, add your 4-pound corned beef brisket. Once that's in the crock pot, pour about 6 ounces of beer over everything. I like to use the Guinness Stout, but really any beer will be fine. Once you're done with that, the corned beef will usually come with a package of seasoning. Go ahead and sprinkle that over the top and rub it into the meat really well, and then put your lid on and prepare for greatness. Next, you're going to cover the brisket and crock your meal on high for about 7 hours total. But about an hour before it's done, you are going to open it up. It's going to smell wonderful. And you're going to add your cabbage in and sink it in really well. Put your lid back on and go ahead and let it finish crocking. And that's really it, you guys. It's mostly, most of the prep work is in the chopping, but then obviously the crock pot does the rest of the work and it tastes amazing. Once your crock pot is done crocking, go ahead and slice up your corned beef. It's nice and tender and so flavorful. By the way, before this video is over, I wanted to mention a lot of you have lots of questions about the all-clad slow cooker that I use in this video. I've talked about it several times in the past, but I will put some information in the description box below for you. Serve it up maybe with some sourdough bread or some cornbread and enjoy. Until next time, love and peace.